All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKADASH. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all of Akim, continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, two things. And it's revolving around, obviously the title says earthquakes and uproars in Los Angeles. Because I don't know when he started, but it's kind of picked up out of nowhere and got real crazy. But you had these protests and these ice protests or what have you in Los Angeles, and just yesterday there was an earthquake off the coast of Los Angeles. Now it's it's real simple. It's prophecy. And people could say like, oh, these things, things just happen, but like, no. The thing about what's happening now is that all these things that people would say, oh, it's just regular life. It's all happening at the same time. The uproars, the earthquakes, the wars, the rumors of wars, the things, the signs in the heavens, the like everything is all happening at the same time, and it's not letting up, and everything is getting more and more intense. The spirits of vengeance out here. It's a lot of things happening. It's not like it was happening before. What's happening, and now we're in an era where it could be reported about more too. All right, I don't know what country it was in. I think it might have been India or something. You just had this guy take his 4 young sons, the youngest 3 and the oldest 9, go to a train tracks, hold them there, and then the train came and crushed them all. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. All right, but let's go back to Los Angeles. So like you have, okay, hold on. Okay. So you have, so I'm going to the AI overview real quick. So it says a 3.4 it's funny, 3.4 is 7. A 3.4 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Los Angeles County on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025, which was yesterday. It says at 12:15 p.m. It said the epicenter was located about 9 miles southwest of Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach at a depth of roughly 6.84 miles. No injuries or damage have been reported. Now, it's something light, but it's still an earthquake nonetheless. And then you go to, I'm gonna read the scripture. Hold on, let me go to an article real quick. See what the weather channel talking about. Okay, so they're saying 3.4. But Weather Channel saying, let me see what LA one said. Okay, it's all saying the same shit. So this is from KTLA, which is the Los Angeles, California news platform. It says the same thing. It says an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 3.4 rattled the coastal Los Angeles County area Tuesday. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the quake struck at 12:15 p.m. The epicenter was about 8.9 miles west-southwest of Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach at a depth of roughly 6.84 miles. There were no initial reports of any damage or injuries. Hold on. Fuck. So, yeah, you have this earthquake. See, the Weather Channel saying 3.8, 3.3. But anyway, it's 3.3, 3.4, anyway. So I went to the Weather Channel. So it says a small earthquake rattled Southern California early Tuesday, which was yesterday. Afternoon was shaking felt across a wide swath of the Los Angeles area. The U.S. Geological Survey reports a preliminary magnitude of 3.3 for the quake, which struck at 12:15 p.m. local time off the coast of Los Angeles County. Social media users described the shaking as really fast but sharp. So remember, you have these ice protests happening in Los Angeles, and then you just had an earthquake, a light earthquake, a small earthquake, but nonetheless an earthquake happened in Los Angeles County, or coast of Los Angeles. It says the epicenter was located about 9 miles southwest of Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach at a depth of approximately 6.4 miles. Some media outlets initially reported the quake's preliminary magnitude as 3.4. Despite its modest strength, the quake was felt in parts of Riverside, nearly an hour inland, and as far as south as Oceanside, nearly 2 hours from the epicenter. No damage or injuries have been reported, and officials say there is no tsunami threat at this time. California has experienced at least 9 significant earthquakes so far this year, highlighting the state's ongoing seismic activity. Emergency officials are continuing to monitor the area, but no immediate aftershocks have been reported. Shalom, be more shalom. You see that? So now, let's go to, I'm going to hold up. Los Angeles, ICE, riots. Oh, shit. Oh, it says, now this is from NBC Los Angeles, and it says, Tuesday recap, it says, downtown LA under curfew after looting. That's good. And it says, LA mayor scheduled for, oh, that's Wednesday morning. Okay, so this was yesterday. But it says LA is under curfew. What is fucking, okay. It says hundreds of demonstrators gathered outside of Oxnard City Hall on Tuesday to protest immigration raids in local agricultural fields and packing facilities. Agricultural workers in Ventura County were subjected to an immigration raid by federal agents Tuesday morning, prompting protesters to rally peacefully outside the government building, chanting and holding signs in support of those who were detained. The demonstrators called for the release of detainees. We are angry because ICE does not belong in Oxnard. ICE does not belong in Ventura County, one protester said. No. Hold up. So these... Oh, shit. So here we go. It says curfew ordered in downtown Los Angeles after looting and vandalism. So this is during these whatever's happening over there. So it says the LAPD reported more than 100 arrests Monday night in downtown Los Angeles, including several for looting and vandalism at nearly 24 businesses. So this is just happening. This is from June 10th, which was yesterday. It says a limited curfew will go into effect Tuesday for part of downtown Los Angeles after several nights of violence that followed largely peaceful daytime protests over immigration enforcement raids, Mayor Bass said. The curfew will be in effect about 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and may continue for several days. It includes about 1 square mile of downtown Los Angeles from the 5 freeway to the 110 freeway and the 10 freeway to the point where it merges with the 110 and 5 freeways. So you see that? That sounds like a little bit of martial law brewing up. So you have the protest was now brought about a slight curfew, and you also had an earthquake which happened off the coast of Los Angeles. Now let's go to the scripture. That's good. She's right. Real quick, I gotta get going. That duty calls fucking plantation just called me. So this is supposed to be quick anyway. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 3, and it reads. Man, if I'm gonna start at the top, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Now, what just happened in Los Angeles? Protests, uproars of the people, and you have other protests and uproars happening throughout the earth. And in Los Angeles specifically, you had protests and you had an earthquake that just happened. And they said that there's been 9 earthquakes in the state of California since the start of this year, 2025, they've had 9 earthquakes. So they saying the seismic activity has been rampant and heavy in the state of California so far. And now you have these uproars and these protests because of these ice shit. And then now you have a curfew that insists of it. And they saying that these things are spread. You have these protests and riots going on in Atlanta, Georgia now. So that's exactly what the Lord said was going to be happening. He says, I'm going to read that again. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. Then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the earth which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, you just had one off the coast of Los Angeles, and uproars, which you have presently going on in Los Angeles, California, and uproars of the people in the world. You have uproars going throughout the whole earth right now. They said there's some going on in Spain, Ireland, I believe France, America. There was some joints happening over there in China a couple weeks ago from the terrorists. So this is prophecy speaking. And what is it a sign of? It is a sign wherein it says the Most High will begin to visit the earth which he made. So the Lord is getting ready to visit the earth. And what else is happening? The war is brewing. They're getting ready for a nuclear war. They're getting ready to bring out the beast system, the AI, the automated systems, the micro CHIPs. This is all happening simultaneously. It's all happening at the same time because why? We're at the end. We're at the end of Esau's kingdom. And these are the signs. This is what the Lord said. Yo, you measure the time diligently. When you see these, what are the disciples asking? What should be the sign that coming? You should have wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars. There's nothing but wars and rumors of wars going on. You got America, Israel, the small head talk about, yeah, we're going to handle the Iranian nuclear facility. You got Russia and Ukraine, they going at it. And then you got they talk about Germany, something happening with Finland. It's a bunch of stuff happening that it's clearly evident that these prophecies are true, and that's what YAHAWASHI said. Well, I declare things that are right. The Lord said he is the truth. This is the truth. And these prophecies are not going nowhere. That's what people don't understand. You could turn the channel, you could scroll away, you can ignore it. The people ignoring it, thinking that's going to make it stop. But no, it's going to continue. And the prophets, and through the spirit and the will and power of YAHAWASHI are going to keep saying it until the Lord has it stop. However, the Lord has that be done. Because soon enough, these devils are going to persecute the prophets. All right, but then that's what I wanted to bring out. So that little quick joint roll to bring out. So, with that, Lord willing, it's edifying. Shalom to all watching. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKADASH. Double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom. Fucking plantation.